I'm going to read you a short story. It's called Life Happens. Maybe you get something out of it, maybe you won't, but I know I will, because I wrote it. The earliest that I can remember was that I was 13 years old. Negative images of mom being beat hurts. Things are the way they are for a reason. Does my life have to be like this? The same old routine, the same work, and the same people. Day after day, week after week, months after months. The years were always full of being afraid, from the cradle to the grave. My father would live the same existence. My mom and Tony had no say about the outcomes and the abuse and fear we all experienced. Uncle Doug, a.k.a. the dog, it was like that part of a gangster flick. The money, nice cars, the women, and of course the power that came with the respect and being my own boss. I soon would become a mythical identity. Somehow down life's path I have begun to find my family situations threatening. My fears that led me with no ID later in life of 2003 in McCall, Idaho, laying in a hospital. Now, from that little thing there that I just read, those are thought processes and what life brings us. There's many situations in life that bring out the worst of us for reasons I'm not too sure. I call myself a godly man, but I'm far from it. Being thankful for things that I've got, yeah. Thankful for the things I don't have, but maybe a possibility of irrational thoughts. But even with these videos, can make me seem as a hypocrite, and those who see them or know me. In times and situations, I was at work yesterday, and I forgot to ring up a toy for a kid's meal. And the boss asked me, well, is it a boy or a girl? And I says, well, it was for a girl, 2 girls, 3 girls. All Happy Meals are girls. She's like, well, you need to start ringing them up. I'm not going to tell you again. Next time it's going to be on paper. So, it kind of irked me, I went straight to an irrational mindset. Well, she ain't going to talk to me like that. She started getting a little rude and stuff in front of customers. And I was dealing with a rush hour, so, it was a little intimidating, being new at this position for about a month now. And, so I barked at her a little bit like, wow, I'm thinking my irrational thoughts are racing like, is this person serious? Who does she think she is? Talking to me like that. But in actuality, I should have just really humbled myself and had a RSA done on myself, step back, took a couple seconds, and realized that maybe she was having a bad day. The rush was getting to her. Orders weren't being done right. People were sending back food. Whatever the things may have been. I chose to take it on myself as barking at her in her irrational thought process. And I spoke. Do you think that was proper? Of speaking to me like that and being rude in front of customers? That's not very professional. And I had a real sternness to me, And so she wrote me up for not putting a toy on the order and being, I can't remember the word, like something defiant or something, And that even made me mad today when I got the paperwork, you know. But I stepped back, you know, I took a breather. I did a RSA on it, and you know, even though I didn't put on the toy, you know, I really didn't have time to, you know. They've told me before when I first started working that, you know, just yell out what, you know, what it is. If you can't get to it at that moment, let us know. So I started letting them know and not putting it down. And then later on, they started, you know, really getting on to the fact. Something about product high or something, you know. I don't know. But, you know, it's stressful working with customers and then having bosses that don't really have the coping skills or the people skills to hold their tongue and then expect myself, to hold back. You know, I'm a very open person. I speak my mind when I want to speak it. Majority of the time it's polite, but when you really irk me and tick me off, man, it comes out in a real wrong way. And it came out yesterday in a real wrong way. And those are the things that when dealing with people, man, we got to step outside. You know, we gotta think before we act. Think before we speak. Because in the long run, it just hurts us. You know, I don't like it. Nobody likes it when they're talked down to or disrespected in front of customers or talked rude to, you know. And they ain't seeing how they infecting other people. That's, you know what I mean? It's part of the victim impacts, man. You know? Some people just don't care. And because they're put in a position, they think that they can do whatever they well please. You know, I disagree. You know? Rules are rules. And it's up to me to do that rational self-analysis. And it's hard for me to do. I'm not perfect by any means, man. I don't call myself a saint, a godly man, you know. I'm just me. And I'm trying to portray a lighter effect toward people. You know, that's why I'm doing these videos, you know, because if I can help myself, help others, you know, let it be done, you know. This is Chris signing out. Have a good one.